guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is New Year's Eve. I'm gonna film a little get ready with me. Right now I'm in the car. I'm running some last minute errands before we get started on the festivities for today. But I just wanted to share some of my get ready with me. I have already showered for today, so I'll share some of the products with you that I used before I got ready. So right now, freshly showered, I put on my Winterberry lotion from Bath & Body Works because I bought it for winter, but I actually never even used it like all December. So I'm gonna be wearing that today and getting some use out of it. I also have already used toner on my face. I used the Creme Shop's Hello Kitty one that is actually a present for my daughter in her stocking this year, but every once in a while I like to sneak some of her beauty products too. She also had an ordinary hyaluronic acid, I believe. No, I don't remember which one she has. So I used that on my face after my toner, and then I also used the hyaluronic acid that I used. I don't remember the name of the brand at this moment. I'll go ahead and pop it up right here. Yeah, that's the one that I used. I think that was it. I am trying to like paint my nails even though they look like super horrible right now, but I thought I would just be like a little festive at least. And I'm trying this like quick dry spray, so we'll see how that works right now. So I brought like a little makeup bag with me so I could get ready. If you're from the 2000s, this might look familiar to you. So that's how long I've had that. Like, I think it came with like a Paris Hilton perfume that I used back then. It was like super good. So I already have the primer on my face. I put it on before I started to get ready, and this is the one that I'm using. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I've been using this probably since the summer, and so far I like it. I never really cared about the primer, but it's been coming in handy. It kind of keeps my makeup in place all day. Next, I'm going to use this Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape in the color 38N Medium Tan Neutral. And this is what it looks like. It's just a mini. I wanted to try it out just to make sure I got the right shade. This is something that my mom got me for Christmas. It was part of some other makeup that I used. Actually, I need a mirror. I'm going to be using my car mirror because this is a crazy setup. So I'm just going to be applying this to some of my problem spots. Okay, so I've just kind of applied it into like problem areas like dark spots and under eye and just places where I have like a few blemishes. Okay, and then I have this beauty blender that I just replaced. This is from Diosa. So if you're local to Texas, you can find this at HEB. That's where I bought it. I don't know if they sell it anywhere else. This is the only place I've ever seen it. I've only used it a couple of times. I barely opened it like yesterday. So far so good. Like I said, I was kind of ill prepared, so I didn't really prepare exactly what I wanted to share, but I'm going to be using my phone's photo album just to kind of go through and see what exactly I wanted to share. So I guess I'll start from January. Not really much happened in January at the time. We were still in the hotel. We basically just kind of did something we're going to do today, which is we went to the Reunion Tower, which is like right outside the Omni in downtown Dallas, and we watched the fireworks that go off at the top of like kind of like the ball area. So it was like pretty crowded actually. It seems like a pretty popular event for New Year, and while it was like pretty crowded, like I do recommend it because there was like a lot of people there and it was pretty festive, so it was nice. And plus it's downtown, so there's like a lot of cool things to do. So like even if you wanted to go out for dinner after or before, or if you wanted to go like to like a lounge or like a club or something, there's a lot of things like that in the area. It's also pretty family friendly. There's a lot of kids there. There's a lot of people of all ages. It felt very unifying, I guess, because there was a lot of different types of people and a lot of different personalities that were there. So it was really fun to see. So we're gonna do that again tonight. I don't know if my husband will be there with me, but me and my daughter are definitely going, so that'll be fun. I guess another big thing that happened in January is like we experienced, I don't know if it's like legitimate snow because I've never experienced snow at all, but it did snow on the last day of January. So that was pretty interesting. I'd never seen like snow, or I think it was more ice because it was pretty hard. It wasn't, I always hear people talk about snow as being soft, so like I'd never seen it like blanketed, I guess. So that was kind of cool to see. That was something that I really enjoyed. Okay, I think it's blended in already, so I'm gonna just go in one more time just to kind of overlap any spots that didn't really blend in that well. I like to use it sparingly so it doesn't look super cakey. So February was kind of nice because my mother-in-law came into town. I think that was the first time that we were able to have like any of our family members visit us after we've moved here. We went to my husband's cousin's house. They were playing loteria and we got to visit with them, and it was a pretty nice night. So I guess that's kind of where we left off. I guess the next thing that happened, was probably Valentine's Day. And of course, as you know, I posted previously, that's when Violet broke her ankle. So that was kind of a hard thing to go through. So now I'm going to be applying this NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Sahel. This is what it is. It has like a little pump. Mine's super dirty right now, so excuse that. So I just like to put it directly on the Beauty Blender. These ones are actually supposed to wet, but I honestly don't like the way they feel when they're wet. Like I was saying, I took Violet ice skating for the first time, and we did that at the Galleria, and that's when she broke her ankle, which at the time we didn't know that she had broken it, but I had to take her to an emergent pediatric care center, and we went through a lot of doctor's visits during that time, but luckily she's okay now. And that's probably one of the big things that happened in February. After that, I was able to have my first family member visit us in Dallas, and that was my dad. He came towards the end of February. I think it was even like the last day, and he was just passing through since he had visited a casino in Oklahoma, and we had lunch together, just me and Violet, after one of her doctor's appointments. That was really nice to visit, and that was kind of how our February went down. So foundation's on. I like matte looks in the winter, so right now I'm going to go in with a foundation. This is Bare Minerals in shade 12, medium beige. Looks like this, loose powder. So March actually seemed pretty busy. So about the beginning of March, that's when Violet had kind of been in the cast for a little while. She had to have a surgery to help stabilize her bone regrowth. That was kind of a big thing that we had to do then. It was honestly, like, as a parent, like, it was pretty scary for me. She had had surgery before because of a fracture, but this one seemed a little bit more intense, so obviously that's very nerve-wracking. But the doctor that we went to, which was, shout out to Scottish Rite in Frisco, oh my gosh, they were like so amazing. Everybody was so great. The doctors were super competent. Everybody was really polite. They explained everything very well, the whole procedure, what was to be expected, and they were really accommodating to my daughter. They made sure that she felt comfortable and all her questions were answered as well. I definitely recommend them if you need any sort of orthopedic pediatric care. It was like awesome, like 10 out of 5 stars. Anyway, everything went smoothly. The surgery went fine. She had to spend a lot of time rehabilitating, but obviously that took a lot longer than just March. Even though it was like a little difficult for us as a family, we got through it together, and I think that we're stronger for it. It was unfortunate that it happened, but I'm really proud of all the progress that she had made, and I'm glad that that part is over and she can just enjoy walking freely again. So I guess another thing we got to celebrate was St. Patrick's Day, and we kind of had like a little theme of eating all green and Irish foods that day. I think we went to get we got mochi donuts and boba for breakfast, and they were pretty good. We went to Mochi Nut. That was our first visit there, and the donuts were like amazing. Then for lunch we made homemade green spaghetti, which is also always amazing. We went to the Irish pub, which is also in downtown Dallas. So it was like a little Irish restaurant. We were kind of having a hard time finding a place to go just because I don't remember what day of the week it fell on. It was March 18th, so whatever day of the week that was. We kind of got going pretty late in the day, and everybody was pretty woohoo already, so we're trying to look for a place that we could go to as a family. I mean, at least I was a little kind of like, should we even go here, because it technically is a bar, but it was fine. I think they stopped serving, or they stopped allowing kids inside after maybe like 7 or 8, and that's like a little after that we got there, so we're able to go and enjoy our dinner. It was pretty good. I recommend it. Afterwards we went out to get like ice cream or something. I forget what it was, like drinks and ice cream. It was pretty good too. They were green also. And another fun thing we did is we took Violet to go to the Melanie Martinez Portals listening party at a record store called Good Records. That one is in White Rock Lake. There you go. So that was pretty fun. We got to listen to the Portals album. There was a lot of people there and they were all pretty into Melanie Martinez. So I was really actually surprised on how crowded it got. That was probably one of like the first little events that we ever went to in Dallas. So it was really interesting to see the turnout. It was really fun. We enjoyed listening to it. I was really hot in there. I remember that. But we got a free poster and they had like a raffle afterwards. Neither of us won, but it was still fun. Gosh. Oh yeah, so this is just, again, I've shown this before, but this is just a homemade blush that I made. It's almost over, so I'm probably gonna have to buy another one soon, because I don't think I have the stuff to make it, and I definitely don't remember the formula for, because I kind of mix like pinks and reds together, and I don't remember exactly what I used. Oh, April, my sister came into town. My niece was having, I think she was having a volleyball competition. Yeah, she had a volleyball competition and we went out to eat with her, and it was her, my niece, and her husband. So we went out to go eat at Serious Pizza, which is a pizza place we've been wanting to try. These pizzas were like enormous. They were really good though. I really liked them a lot. We also celebrated Easter in the park. I don't remember the park. It was downtown as well. But the reason why we went, because like, I don't know, Violet's not really into like Easter baskets anymore. You don't like Easter egg hunts. Yeah, that's what I mean. She liked Easter baskets, just not Easter egg hunts. I was looking to see if we could find like some other activity that we could try. Basically, we found like, it was like a dog Easter egg hunt where they were like looking for like bacon, I think. Maybe dog treats as well. So that was pretty fun to watch. There was a lot of cute dogs there. Oh, and this is the highlighter I'm using. It's called What's Up by Benefit. I lost everything to it. There's like supposed to be lids here. And it has like a little buffer that I never use. But it's super like, it's on its last leg, so that's why we're using our finger. Anyway, so that was really fun. There was a lot of cute dogs and it's pretty chill. We got to see some dogs in costumes, which is really fun. And there was also like a random wedding happening, so that was kind of interesting to see as well. And yeah, it was just like in a park downtown. I literally don't remember the name of the park, but if I do, I'll just insert the name here. In April's also when Violet got her cast off, so that was also another positive step because we started the healing process and getting her legs and muscles strong again. So that was good progress. Again, very difficult to start off with, but in the end she came through it and it was awesome. I want to say, yeah, even at the end of April she started walking because she was using a walker at first, and then she started walking in April gradually, so that was great as well. May, I remember in May we were going to the park a lot. There was this one park that we like to go to near White Rock Lake that was really nice, and they have a lot of trees here. And again, I don't remember the name, but I'll put it up here. But we were starting to go to the park a lot, and that was really nice because that outdoor space is really serene. They have like a little brook, I guess, inside the park, and that was nice. They have like a little water feature. Mother's Day happened, of course. Not much happened. We just went to like Hello Dumpling, I think. Also our first time going there, and I liked it a lot. My husband didn't really enjoy it, but I did. We had an end of year program and Violet started her physical therapy. So like in the moment it happened like it seemed like it was taking a really long time because of course, like, I mean, that amount of time like not using your legs and then the weakness from the surgery, like of course like all of that takes time. So in the moment it felt like it was like a really long thing, but looking back, I mean, it was only like February, March, April, May, like 4 months, which I mean it's still a considerable amount of time, but not as much as I had thought, or not as long as it had felt like. So what am I gonna do next? I don't know. I want to put lashes on. I also want to put my eyeshadow, but I didn't bring any of that with me. So that's okay. Let's continue. So for the last day of school, we took Violet to the water park with her friends also at the end of May. That was really fun. We bought season passes to NRH2O, which is a water park in North Richland Hills. That was really fun. We went a few times, but that first time we took her and all of her friends. We got to meet all of their moms, which was really great. It was just a lot of fun. They had fun together. It was a really good park. I really recommend it. We had a lot of fun there. We went a lot of times. With our passes, we got free meals. We got 2 free buddy passes each, and we all got one of these cups actually. I'm using it as my water cup today. So yeah, pretty cool. We got free refills too with this every time we went. June, mostly it was us just going to the water park. We also went to a farm. I can't remember the names of anything. Again, I didn't really prepare that much, but we went to the water park a lot. We went to a farm to go to a gladiolus festival. That's my favorite flower, so I just wanted to do that. And we did some picking. I didn't get a lot of pictures or videos of there because my phone died and I couldn't find the charger of the camera, so that's what I got there. But aside from that, we did Father's Day, Chinese buffet, ice cream. Oh, another fun thing we did is we went to San Antonio in the summer, in June, to go visit my sister. I think I'm gonna paint my nails. I'm gonna be using this Pure Ice nail polish in the shade Dazzle Me. This is what it looks like. It was like a little clumpy, to be honest, so I had to put some acetone in it. But again, this is what it looks like. This one is like a little rubbed off, but I'm also using the spray, which is a nail dryer, and it actually worked pretty good. I tried it out right now. The only reason it came off is because I was putting my pants on well before I put that on. So we went to go visit my family in San Antonio. We went to the river and we tubed. The first day we went, because we went 2 days, 2 different days, but the first day we went, it was pretty fun, but the river was like a lot harder to, I guess, enjoy because it was like, I mean, it's a river, so it's constantly moving, but it was like the more active part of the river. They had like slides, which I didn't try, but they look pretty fun. It was me and my sisters, my husband, Violet, my mom, my brother, my cousin, my niece's nephew, and my niece's boyfriends. And I don't think any of the husbands went that day. Yeah, it was really fun. We had a really good time, and it was nice seeing everybody again. It had been a while since I had seen them. I really like catching up with everybody. And then afterwards, we went and had ice cream, and then I think we had a barbecue that day. And then the next day, we went to a different part of the river. I think it was called Land Park, and it was like, it was more sectioned off, so it was more like a park where you could just like swim, like a swimming pool, like a natural swimming pool, and that was really fun. I think I honestly enjoyed that day better. There was more shade and less people like kind of in your business. It was kind of hard to like stay out of people's business on the first day because everyone was just kind of running into each other. But that was probably one of my favorite parts of the summer. They had like a big platform that you could stand on, and they had like a rope you could swing off of, and there was even like fish in there. We were trying to catch them at one point, which was pretty fun. And then I think that day we went home, which wasn't too far of a drive. We kind of took like a 2-day trip, just, you know, in and out. But everybody went home after that, and we had a really fun time. And then in July, we went to Lake Grapevine. We had a day at the lake, which was really fun. I'd been wanting to go to Lake Grapevine for a while. There's like a few things they have there. There's like different entry points. So just putting this spray. They have a few entry points with like different attractions at the lake, but we went to one of the further ones just because by the time we got there it was pretty full. Sam worked that day, so we had to kind of leave later in the day than we wanted to, but we only had a half day, so still I think you just have to get there super early to get a really good spot. But we had a lot of fun. We stayed till the sun went down, and we didn't get some fireworks. We watched some fireworks from the lake, which was really fun. It was a really chill day. There's a lot of people there, but it wasn't like overly crowded. It was still enjoyable. I would have liked to have a closer view of the fireworks, but there's always next year. We might do that again unless we find something else to do, but we really had an enjoyable time there. I'd definitely go back just to spend a day at the lake. It was pretty nice. I hadn't been on a lake in a really long time, so I really enjoyed it. I think other thing that happened, I think that was the last time Violet had to go to the doctor for her ankle. That was something definitely worth celebrating. It was a really in and out appointment. They just wanted to check how she walked and made sure everything looked good on their x-rays, and it was nice. So we kind of got to check that off our list of worries and anything like that. Everything healed perfectly, and she's hasn't had any really big complaints about anything yet since then. And then the other thing that we did is, I think we just did our back to school shopping, and that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, we also went to like a drone show at the water park. It was like Taylor Swift themed, and it was a lot more crowded than it had been, but it wasn't like too bad where it made it unenjoyable. So that was fun. They had a lot of like Taylor Swift music blasting all day, and a lot of people had like stuff they were selling. Like, I can't remember if they were selling shirts, but they were definitely selling like merch and stuff. And the drone show was actually pretty short considering how long we had spent there, but it was cool. It was really interesting to see. I had never seen a drone show before. Whoa. Then August. Ooh, August was a good month, and I'll tell you why. So August, we had the Meet the Teacher Day, so we got to kind of explore the school, meet Violet's teachers for the year, and I was really I was really pleased because the school that she had gone to the previous year, while I will say she made a lot of really good friends, which I was really happy about because that was one of the things that I was nervous about when we moved. But I did not like the teachers at all because of the way that they acted and they treated her. The teachers seemed really nice. I think the science teacher left. Yeah, I think she left. Still, I haven't heard any complaints. I had never had Violet complain about any of her teachers before. So I'm glad it went back to that this year. We also moved into our apartment in August. So we finally found an apartment that worked with our budget. We hired some movers to help us move in. Sorry, that's the nail dry spray, which is working pretty well. Okay, so I'm gonna let those dry a little bit more. We moved in August, we hired movers, and we got to close out our storage unit, which was great. Yay, hooray, I'm so happy for that. And then we also moved in. Now, we did have some problems the first weekend in. Our air conditioning wasn't working correctly, so we had to spend the first weekend in the heat, which sucks because if you're in Texas, you know that it's crazy hot here. We also had a break-in. I think it was the first or second week, and they stole my laptop, which sucks, which is part of the reason why I didn't edit those videos. Not that that's like a huge excuse because, well, it was August and the last video was in February. And then September, not much really happened in September. I had some dates with my daughter and husband separately for my birthday, so that was nice. Me and my daughter went to Olive Garden and we got boba, and we just did some window shopping, and me and my husband went to a ramen bar, but we sat at the rooftop. It seemed a little bit nicer. October, we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of like seasonal things, mostly at home, but it was still pretty fun. We went trick-or-treating, of course. We actually tried a different neighborhood this time, and it seemed like a pretty good neighborhood to go to. Again, don't remember what it's called, so I'll put it here. November, we went down to Brownsville to visit our family for the first time, and we got to spend Thanksgiving. We stayed with my mother-in-law and his family, but I got to see my family too, so it was really nice seeing them. That happened just recently, so that was really fun. We only spent maybe 3 days there, but it was really nice. Spent like all of Thanksgiving with my husband's family. Oh, I forgot about this. Yeah, back in October we went to another farm. This one is called Yesterland Farm, and so they had a lot of like displays where you could like take pictures, and they had like carnival rides and they had games. We actually still have like some of the tokens, so we didn't even use them all, but they told us that they were like you could trade them off in like a different season or something, so we will go back. We didn't go back during Christmas, but we might go back some other time, maybe like during Easter. I think they have like Easter, Christmas, and Halloween are like their big ones, so that was pretty fun. But yeah, going back to Thanksgiving, we also spent some time with my mom and brother. It honestly wasn't a lot of time. We didn't really get to spend a lot of quality time with anybody. Like we were just running around all over the place the whole weekend, and I felt really bad because I couldn't even see my grandmas. But I got to spend time with my mother-in-law and my dad's family, and my husband's family. I did get to see my dad. We visited with him also, him and my stepmom. And then we also visited my mom and my brother. Like we kind of divvied up the 3 days between them because that's all we had. Yeah, and then December, pretty much just Christmas. We had a pretty quiet Christmas, but not too much happened. I'm excited to have caught you guys up. I'm not completely ready, but I will be later. But thank you so much for watching my Get Ready With Me. Stay tuned for future videos. I'm going to try to post more often, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!